Hey guys, so today I had the amazing opportunity to talk to Jay Mani, who, if you didn't know, is the product lead for MIUI over at Xiaomi. Some of you guys may even recognize him from Google I/O a couple of years ago. Anyway, this was an unplanned interview. I kind of winged it. I was pretty nervous, but Jay was great. You know, he was really cooperative, and here's what we got. What's going on, everybody? Techricity here, and I am with the one, the only Jay Mani from Xiaomi. So let me get started. In February 2015, in an interview with Tech, you said that the MiTV would be coming around Q2, and you said the problem with it was that in India, a lot of people don't have internet that supports 4K streaming, or even 1080p streaming for that matter, and that there's not a lot of content that you can put on there. So what's the status on that?
It's hitting hard out of the gate, man. I like it. So we found out another problem, actually, two other problems. The main one is after-sales service. So, you know, we're working really hard on our after-sales service. It's the top priority in the team right now. And, you know, as you can imagine, servicing a TV is much more difficult than servicing a device. So we really want to nail the after-sales service for phones, for products we're already selling, and then figure out TVs, right? Because, like, if we launch the TV and someone has especially when they're spending, you know, like however much money it'll cost, we really want to make sure that the after-sale service is good. The other thing that we are still working on is kind of like how we bring it into the country. And again, our focus right now is phones. So, yeah, right now that's kind of like a second thing.
All right. So the next question is, 2014, you guys came into India, and then 2015 has been pretty good for you so far.
Thank you.
Where do you see Xiaomi in 2016?
2016 is not far enough away. I mean, I think I look at the business, you know, 5 years down the line. I don't really look at doing things for the next year.
Okay.
I think, you know, the stuff we're trying to do takes much longer than that, and you know, it ideally puts us in a much better position. Like right now, you know, there's a lot of phones that are pretty similar on paper. But you know, we strongly believe that I mean, this isn't marketing. I guess it is because it's coming from me. But we strongly believe that our devices are better. We look at all the devices and we can see the cheaper parts, right? Like we use the highest quality parts we can get. So yeah, what we're trying to do is build a business, not just sell phones for like 3 years. It took them 5 years, like 4 years to be #1 in China. 4 or 5 years. So you know, that's my goal personally, is to be #1 in India in 5 years.
All right, so Xiaomi never really took to traditional forms of marketing. You know, you don't see any Xiaomi TV ads, you don't see any Xiaomi newspaper ads, except for that one on Flipkart. So is Xiaomi going to dip their feet in that a little more, or are we just going to see social marketing?
Yeah, I mean, kind of going back to the last question, like we're still trying to. I mean, I would love to say that I have a set roadmap and this is what's going to happen and this is how we're going to do really well. I don't, right? I mean, a lot of this stuff we're still figuring out. I'm hiring really aggressively now because we realize that we just need a lot more people on the ground.
Xiaomi's like a startup right now. I mean, you look at it, the office.
Well, yeah. I mean, our team. I don't know if you've been to our office in Aikido. I mean, the office is, you know, it's the size of a conference room in most offices. I mean, you've got every lead that sits in that room. So we actually just moved into a new office, and my team will grow from the 3 people it is now to, you know, 16, 17 very quickly. I mean, my target is to do that in 3 months.
Speaking of the office, what's the experience like in the Xiaomi Bangalore office? Is it a lot of work, or is it work and play? Or how's it like in there?
Yeah, I know. I think I don't know if this is a unique experience, but this is personally. So I decided to come join Xiaomi in like.
I mean, coming from Google, what do you say?
10 seconds, right? Like it was literally no decision. Hugo said, "This is the job that you're going to do." I need a company, obviously, working on the Android team. Like everybody knows Xiaomi if you worked in mobile, and so it just was a no-brainer. Then the rest of the time, I had 2 things to worry about. One was convincing my mom how to move from America to Bangalore. And the second one was I wasn't sure what you know, the culture would be like in India. I was afraid it would be, you know, like really uptight. I was afraid I couldn't, you know, I was afraid it wouldn't be acceptable to come in like this, especially at a public event. I was afraid that you know, my informal style that I picked up kind of working at Google would be a harm because people would be offended. And that hasn't been the case. I mean, the people in the office are awesome, really great. I mean, we did build a great team. We just didn't build enough of them. We didn't hire enough of them. So that's what we're going to fix in the next couple of months.
Okay, so another question. Aside from what's been leaked so far, even if that's true, could you tell us anything?
Love this question.
Anything about the Mi 5 or Mi 5 Plus?
Dude, you know what's funny is that like most of the time, Rohit is the guy who's been on my team. Like he was a huge Mi fan. You know, he founded MIUI.co.in, is the biggest India MIUI fan forum. We find out about a lot of the stuff from these leaks. Obviously, a lot of them are wrong. And then eventually I'll hear, okay, that's probably what that leak was. Sometimes it's just totally out of the blue. I don't. I'm not lying. I actually don't know the specs for whatever Mi 5 is called. If there's a device in that category, I have no idea what the specs are going to be. They're very, very secret at this point. So.
All right, so I'm gonna say 5 words, and you're gonna give me the first thing that pops into your mind when I say it.
And like after each word?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This has the potential to be bad.
No. Okay.
How much can I just like take like time if I'm not sure?
Sure. 10 seconds. Okay. Me Bunny.
Green hat.
Okay. Clinton Jeff.
Jolly.
Hashtag corporate CJ.
I think it's kind of weird to make your own hashtag. I don't know. I need one word. I'd say weird.
Okay. Flash sale.
Effective.
And what's the whole deal with that? I mean, Indian consumers keep complaining about it, but then in China, there's no problem. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you know, effective is. You can only give me one word, right?
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan of flash sales. You know, within the company, there's a lot of people who are not the biggest fan of flash sales, and you see that in our, you know, in what we've done over the last couple of months. We've moved most of our devices off of flash sales. You know, part of it is basic economics, right? We're in a hardware business. If you bring in a lot more than you can sell, you're in some trouble. So, you know, it's helpful for us as we really have no idea how you know, how many devices we're going to sell. It's hard to project. Like, if you go back and look at sorry, this is way more than 1 second. But if you go back and look at what the market looked like when Mi 3 was launched, it's totally different, right? So if you were to take, you know, maybe 2 or 3 months after that time, and then use those 3 months sales to project out the rest of our business, you'd be pretty off. I would imagine, right? So, yeah, I think the flash sales are there's. I mean, it's very clear that they're effective. Everybody else is doing it, right? So there must be something good about it. But yeah, I don't know if that's the long-term solution. Actually, there's another guy. This guy Mangesh Dalvi is awesome. Came from ClearTrip. He runs our Mi.com team in India. So I actually don't know what his plans are for Mi.com. I trust the guys. So we'll see
for this one, you can't think.
Come on, man. All right.
You're not gonna think.
All right, fine.
Just immediately blow it off.
Okay.
Mi 5 Plus.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't actually know.
Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for talking with me.
You.
It was really nice meeting you. All right, guys, that was it. So I'm pretty tired, as you can already tell. Please do make sure you follow Jay and Techricity on Twitter. Please do subscribe for more content, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm gonna go catch some Z's. Peace out. Thanks for watching.
Hold on. We can't do that.
It's YouTube.
I'll get in trouble for that.